Okay. Man. Getting everything working again after a week away. Alright. I think we're good. Oh, God. A week away feels like so much time. Okay. Alright, I think we are good to go. Let's tab back into Elite. And I got new game audio. There we go. All right. All right, let's get her going. All right, let me check my audio real quick. Sounds good. Oh, they extended this. Interesting. We now have a resource collection site here that we didn't have before. Can we jump the copper spot to Dan? That would be awesome. All right. Nope. Right, let's just launch.
Ship has released. Departure authorized.
Right, let's head on out for Dan. And, what are we doing? All right. Yes, I have a storage ship at this location. Forward jump seems a little long. How far? 237. Okay. No, that's actually about right.
You are now clear of the area. Until next time, Commander.
All right. I need to actually have a look and see where they put, so I put you on 12. There she goes. Hi, chats. Why have I lost? There we go. What's that? What's up? Alright. So, get into a little combat. Get used to these. I may move that. I don't know. Need to play around with the bindings. It is nice to be back after a whole week away, though. Alright. Well, this is a Duval superpower. But this will also give me a chance to rack up some more cash for this community goal. Which I didn't actually look. 250 mil. That's our community. Yes, I'm glad to be back. Vacation was awesome, but it is very, very nice to be back. So, we are back, and we also have these nice new, you guys that got a carrier? Nice. You guys may have noticed that I actually have a hand cam up. It's because we have these nice, there we go. Nice Solar 2 Hosas, courtesy of Thrustmaster. So, this is going to be my first landing at a station with them. We're going to see how this goes. So you are now a proud fleet carrier owner. What kind of outfitting did you do to it? There's a couple services that are not really worth it on the fleet carriers. Then that's not just me. That's kind of general consensus. A lot of people don't activate certain ones. Well, today, how are you? Hey, Mystic. Hope everybody had a fantastic week while I was gone. That's the same thing I'm using mine for, basically, is transporting materials. Yep. I think he still has to pay upkeep, but I think it'll also be pretty minimal. Oh, that's cool. Is that? Which one of these is it? Okay. I get it. That's going to take some time to overcome some muscle memory, but I like that a lot. I'm going to look considerably newbier than normal for a little while, guys. Sorry. Getting used to this control scheme. Oh man, 58 months. Whoop. Thank you, Mobian. Thank you, thank you. Dude, that is cool. Like I said, that's going to take some getting used to. That is cool.
The Imperial Flight Operations Bureau wishes you a pleasant and productive visit, Commander.
Colonizing right next to me, nice. Right, let's manage our ships. Now then. We had a little bit of a struggle face getting the Mandalorian here. Let's go into combat. And see how this does. Well, first off, let me make sure this ship is fully re-upped. Oh yeah, I should try that. There's supposed to be fighter orders attached to one of these sticks. dying inside building your orbis. Oof.
Ship released. Please observe safe speeds when traversing the docking bay.
Yeah, he's undertaking a mammoth project. Like, absolutely crazy project.
Speed restrictions lifted. Safe travels, Commander.
We might have to go help you. I'm all for that. Let me do a little dogfighting in this thing and get used to it. And then we're going to take a look at actually giving well today a hand. Yeah, it's got 4 weeks, so let's see here. Dude, these buttons. Where is your... What system are you colonizing on today? It's happy 32125. Alright. Let me get back into normal space and I want to have a look at that. I could get, well, I'm going to. I'm going to really enjoy this throttle. This is fantastic. This is going to be fun in a dogfight. I can already tell. Do you have a Trailblazer ship close to that system well today? I'll just say, I had a Reddit thread, so they dropped the other day that had their current locations. Alright, let's just pair this with Honora. So you're in HIP 32125. Well, I'm not taking fire, so I'm not worried. That's only 374 light years. Looney and his blasted patch notes for Star Citizen. That's what I was just coming up with. And that's not too bad. Let me do a little killing, and then we'll have a look at that. I have got to stop hitting that button. Alright, let's see what we got here. Oh, thank you, babe. That doesn't seem right. I need to change that. how that man. I wonder how that happened. Where is... Am I losing my mind? Right, could we please have a... There it is. Oh, why is that? That should be good. I need that to not doing that. I should not be doing that. Alright. Target ahead. No. Just... That's interesting. Alright, I'm going to have to tell them about that. Anyways. I have a way around it at least. Sorry guys,
Engaging telepresence. Stand by, Commander.
2,
I'm out of the
3.
hatch, Commander.
That
Tell
should
me
be
where you need
focused
me.
up. So, the new, yeah, that's right. The profile for these joysticks is not 100% set in stone because the software is not really out yet. So that's why you see me messing with stuff, because some stuff is not quite working right. External, yeah, that should be. Let me make sure that's not bound somewhere else.
Copy. Scanning for targets. Weapons primed. Roger. Initiating defensive protocols, Commander. Copy. Scanning for targets. Weapons primed. Roger that. Don't worry. I've got your back, Commander.
Okay. My system's coming. I'm not super worried about my system right now.
On my way, Commander. Docking protocols initiated.
Oh.
Okay.
Interesting.
On the lookout for hostiles, Commander. Stand by.
Somewhat of a ways from the main star. I see laser fire out here. There we are. Let's see about this eagle here. You're a cobra. And appetite. Are you also mining?
Holding position. I won't move till you get back, Commander. Roger that. Don't worry. I've got your back, Commander.
What is up with all the sidewinders? It's like Sidewinder City out here. Come here. Yeah, I need to do some work on the targeting controls on this. Oh God, I love you, but that's not the kind of thing you need to bring and put in here. No,
help out here?
you ran into me and took out your own shields. Who is deadly and flies an adder? Come on, man.
Yes, Commander. Returning to docking bay now.
All right. Costing land to kill him? I
Ready
mean,
to leave, Commander.
I haven't taken any damage, and re-ammoing this ship ain't that big of a deal. Plus, this is more of a chance for me to get used to, this is more of a way for me to get used to this, these new sticks than it is a way for me to make money. Why does it say I'm hostile? Because I am. That's power play. I am in a Betrayer's controlled system, and I'm aligned with Aisling Duval. But I didn't ever intend to make much money out there. I'm kidding you. See, because I used to fly with an X-56, so I was used to a stick and a throttle. This is the new Solar 2 Hosas that Thrustmaster sent to me, which is a dual stick setup. So, in a lot of ways, that's why you see me fumbling with some controls, too. I'm relearning how to play the game right now. You know nothing about. Well, let's put it easily. My right hand over here, this one, has always been pitch, roll, and yaw. But my left hand was a throttle that I used for, you know, push the throttle forward and leave it, and it's there. And I had a thumbstick that I used for your up, down, left, right, you know, thrusters. That is now. This is the throttle. Up and down, and then left, right on the different thrusters. So it's a lot more maneuverability, but it is, you know, I've got a lot of muscle memory there on how to play with the old setup, so I'm having to learn. Plus, the button layouts are different, so you know, you'll occasionally see me reach for a switch that's not there on this joystick because it was there on my old setup. That'll go away over time. I can't say I am really digging these things, though. The CMM composite requirement? 6,000 to go. It's not too bad.
Core Dynamics, Delta India Golf. The Imperial Flight Operations Bureau offers their warmest greetings, Commander. Docking request approved. Set down on landing pad 3-2. Please maintain a safe clearance distance, Commander. Reports of steady traffic in this sector.
There we go. Yeah, that's starting to feel a lot more natural.
Landing complete. Execute system shutdown. Our facilities are at your disposal, Commander.
Alright, now then, we were considering going to... you need refueling. What is that system name? Oh, okay. I see what I'm doing. So loud for no reason. So let me check on the carrier's cargo real quick. I was looking for the other system where the there it is. What did I spell wrong there? There's no I in there. Oh, I wish I could see into the system. We're going to have to chart a course there first. Or she's going to jump. That's fine. It'll be in system, isn't she? Actually, no, I can cancel that. Never mind. I'm going to cancel that jump because I don't have any info on the system. I wish they would fix the volume on that menu. Hopefully I shouldn't have any trouble getting the carrier in there. Getting it close to the Trailblazer may be a problem.
Ship released. Please observe safe speeds when traversing the docking bay. Safe travels, Commander.
Let's get on. So this will be what, 4 jumps left. Denmark, hey, first time tuning in. Just got into a running elite after 10 years. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Any questions? Feel free to ask. We've got plenty of knowledge to go around here. Exobology is nice and chill. I do enjoy me some good exobology. Alright, well today I'm going to get into the system and I'm going to see how close I can get the copper spot to this to this Trailblazer. A lot of times that's not very close thanks to other carriers, but if I can get her semi-close, what I'll do is if you'll tell me what else you need for the station, I'll place some minimum price buy orders for exactly what we need on the carrier. Basically buy it for exactly what you get it from the carrier for, or from the Trailblazer ship for. Because I'm not trying to rip off my own chat. That would be a real jerk move. Now take your time. I still got to get in there, survey the system, and figure out where I want to put the carrier, and then we got to jump the carrier. So we got time, my friend. We got time. It does. We're going to see what it does on this particular one. I'm hoping that that's the case and I can sneak on in. But we're going to find out. The Greg.
Welcome to the dark side.
Denmark, thank you for the sub on the YouTube. Much appreciated. That's all the fleet carriers. Why am I not seeing the stronghold carrier? Oh, the Trailblazer carrier, rather. Actually, it's Trailblazer Wish around Bloody 2. Alright. I can find them in the system panel sometimes. They have a different shaped icon. That's how much it goes. No worries. Thank you for the sub. Let's have a look here. 16. We're not going to be able to slip in here, I don't think. Yeah, there's no free slots. We'll see how close we can get. Right. 511, 711, 954. 16. It's going to have to be around 3 if we can get in there. Nope. I'm just going to let her jump in. It's better than, 2,000 light seconds, or 200 light years or whatever it is, I think. Unless we can get it to pop in. 13. 15, 13. I really would prefer not to be any further out than that, but I doubt we're going to get it. Nope. Alright, well, it'll be better than nothing. Carrier jump in 15. Well, just because I want to help the chat out. Oh, an Organ 8-1? I mean, yeah. It'll be here soon enough. It's no big deal. Just put them in chat if you want. Or I could probably look now that I think about it. Hold on a second. Galaxy map. I could probably just look now that I think about it. Prairie Port under construction. 2 jumps. I'll need to go look at it, but that's no big deal. Might as well scope the system anyways. Alright. Hope everybody is having a fantastic time today. A lot of people watching. Don't be afraid to chat. Don't be afraid to lurk either. I don't mind either one. Alright, hit 321. You said your ship is your main station is a good ways away. Let's have a little look at that. Fair enough. Love that. Now, I wonder if yours is as bad as mine, because my initial... Oh, 3,400? Well, today, let me tell you a little story about a place we like to call Narnia Hub. You see, when I started building my first system, we have a trinary star here, a trinary system. Well, Narnia Hub, where the colony ship jumped in, is right here. Narnia Hub just happens to be 476,000 light seconds from the entrance to the system. So, yeah. That was the epitome of not fun. Nice. Yeah, I can check yours. I am copying and pasting that bad boy. Good Lord, Elite. Oh, I have system information on this system. I've been through here. Huxley Point. There's your carrier. I most likely have it scanned from coming through here looking for places to actually colonize. Okay, okay. Not bad, not bad. Let's go have a look at this construction ship site. There's your beacon. A little bit of an overshot there. So, let's go and see what you need. You can. I'm pulling back on the stick like I can reverse throttle in Super Cruise. Although that would be an amazing little trick. But I also need fuel, so I'm just going to go ahead and land here and fuel up. This is not a bad spot for a first port. I know you had absolutely zero control over the matter, but this is not a bad spot for a first port, really. I mean, yeah, I've got a scoop. I'm just... going to land, getting a little practice. Remember, I'm learning to fly again, so I'm going to do anything I can to give myself a little bit more... practice. I'm enjoying these things so far. Thank you, Thrustmaster, but they are a different world than what I'm used to flying, so anything I can do to give myself a little bit of a bit of extra practice with landing and things like that, I'm going to. Building an outpost onto it. Well, you need to take a look at what you want to do with your economy. Because the different types of facilities are going to drastically alter. Oh, that's right, it's colonization ship. It's got... more than one set of pads. starports are brutal. Whew, that is multiple carrier loads worth of stuff. Big yikes. Well, the good news for you is Copper Spot's already got 6,000 something tons of titanium on board. And that's the worst one you've got aside from steel. So the rest of it is not horrible. It's just those couple are just big numbers. Yeah, this just needs some time and a couple fleet carriers. What's she barking about, man? What's up, Doggo Butt? What are you barking about? You're okay, I promise. All right, so hey, man, what's up? Silly dog. So I get more steel. Right. That's kind of what I've been trying to do with mine is get some production going in the system for materials that I need. A whole lot of offline carriers in this system. Well, copper spot's here. How much is tritium? I think it'll cost you about 50 bill to top off your tanks from empty. You can look on Anara. Yes, I'm aware. Copper Spot has just finished making its jump. Galactic average is around 53,000 per ton right now. How much extra do you usually get before returning to the genetics? It depends on how much money I'm trying to make. There's a tool that we use called ED Observatory with a plugin that'll keep track of approximately how much you're making. So like the last time I went out, I wanted to come back with about 10 billion, and so I stayed out until I had my 10 billion. There's my
Thank you for
girl.
visiting our carrier, Commander. We look forward to your custom. Access granted. Please proceed to your landing pad, Commander.
Yeah, the adder can get going a pretty good distance. Well, just starting. 29 years ain't too bad. Using Imperial Eagle to go to Heart and Soul and I'll be like, you're a madman.
Almost safe landing. Clamps engaged. Welcome, Commander.
Back in my day, it's been a dream Imperial Slave first finally bind it. Don't make me go old man on all y'all. Oh, Lord. As long as you fly with your rebuy, the errors don't matter. Right, babe?
Yeah,
See? She didn't even play Elite and she knows.
absolutely. I don't know what I know, but I know it.
All right. Port under construction. Is he okay? He just looks a little needier than usual, even for his breed. Alright, we're gonna go sit in the carrier office while I work on some buy orders.
Gravity. Magnetic contact active.
Yeah, I want to build one of these too, but it's a lot. Alright, so I'm going to pull this screenshot up on the other monitor. Y'all won't be able to see it, but you saw me take the screenshot, so. Alright. So. Alright, so I'm going to start off with some of the smaller stuff. We're basically going to load this thing up with all the non-super thousands worth of stuff until I get up into that. So, first thing we want is the computer composite, the computer components. You know what? I'll do better just looking for it than trying to sort the filters that I don't know by heart yet. Food cartridges, there's one. We need 502. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the carrier up to buy exactly the amount of units that we need for this particular transaction. So like fruit and veg, we need 287. I really wish I could just click to type, but Frontier doesn't like us that much. Semiconductors, we need 464. Superconductors, we need 684. We know the pain, man. I have some help from the community. I'm happy to give back. Okay, you don't need anything dumb like meta alloys for this. That's good. Machinery. What will you need here? Anything? Yes, you need 228 power generators. I need water. If I needed meta alloys, I'd kill somebody. Thyroid nonsense. Put water be back up at the top, actually. Yeah, there it is. You need a lot of water. Damn, dude. More than I can fit on this thing right now. Did I go buy water purifiers? Industrial materials. Insulating membranes. We need 1,696. Meta alloys, no. Polymers. Might as well just go ahead. Polymers, we need 2,218. There it is, computer components, 406. Whoops. Alright. Non-lethal weapons you need 50 of. Landmines, ugh. And medical diagnostic equipment you need 50 of. And we're at 24,000. I'll just buy the rest as copper. All right, copper spot set up. Close that. No slacking. Hey, I don't pay you guys to sleep on the job. Jerks.
Release confirmed. You are clear to leave.
Come on. All right, here we go. $700 light seconds is pretty good, so. Should be able to get copper spot loaded fairly easily. And some of this stuff I'll be able to take, like all of it, in one trip. Alright. So glad the Trailblazer ships are actually out now, because the first couple weeks where we did this, when that community goal was still going and the Trailblazer ships weren't up, was real painful. Now, am I going to be real lazy and let the T9 land itself? You bet I am. I hate landing this thing. I really do. There we go. All right. Let's start with the small stuff first. Medical diagnostic equipment, we need 50. Non-lethal weapons, we need 50. Power generators, we need 128. Water purifiers, we need 217. Ooh, did I set her up to buy water purifiers? It's not like I can't, but... Fruit and vegetables. 287. We'll take some computer components. Actually, no, let's take some semiconductors. All right. So I wish your own fleet carrier stayed in this list. Oh well, say la vie. Jay, were you trying to align me with, ship? Just go into... There we go. Fucking tag mine. I need to move that button. That was not intentional. So one cool thing about the... Oh, I need to fix that. Hold on just a second. Well, it's all about being the wrong camera. Hold on. I'll show you guys what happened there in just a second. Alright, so let's fit that to the screen. So what happened there is that the Solar has a two-stage joystick right here, both of them. So that goes out, and it also goes in. Right now, this out is set to silent running, and I accidentally flip it sometimes with my finger when I'm moving it, so I need to change that. Two-stage triggers are nice, but I need to take silent running off of that one. I'm currently using Thrustmaster's default bindings for these sticks, because setting up a whole new pair of sticks by from scratch is a real pain. So I will definitely make some changes for my own personal preferences, but that's why you see stuff like that happen, is because I'm not used to that silent running button being there, because I hardly ever use silent running except for very, very specific circumstances. So that I'm probably going to change, because that's not a keybind that's super useful to me. Pirates probably so.
Welcome to a carrier, Commander.
But see, now on this hand, if you watch, you see me clicking and pushing the trigger to move between my menus. So that's actually super useful.
Permission granted. Please approach your designated landing pad in good time. You're clear for automated approach. Please sit back and relax, Commander.
So it's really a matter of getting used to my binds. a decent amount of traffic here.
One more safe landing. Clamps engaged. Welcome to a carrier, Commander.
I see we did a pretty good job just clearing several things right there. I think that I may have made a mistake, though. Got water purifiers. I need to set her for a buy order for water purifiers. There they are. What was the water purifiers again? 217. There. I mean, I can see this easier by looking at the commodities market. Alright guys, I'm going to take a little break real quick. There we go. And we will be back if you guys are interested in what I am currently using today. We're going to talk about them a little bit more when I get back. Here you go. And I shall return in just a couple minutes. Come on, Chester. Alright. We are back. So, now then, where were we? Oh, yes. Did I download this? There it is. Hey guys, alright, so let's get back into it. We are going to be moving a little bit more stuff for, well, today's base. So, in case you guys missed it, what I've done is I've taken a selection of stuff that my fleet carrier can currently hold, and we have placed buy orders on the carrier for those items. So we need 2 more water purifiers. So what I'm going to do is just head on back to the how are we doing tritium? Oh, we're good. I'm going to head on back to the Trailblazer ship.
Ship has released. You are clear to leave.
Fill up for another run. There's so much crap in this system. Goes. How are you guys liking the joystick cam? Alright, let's see. We should have enough time to... We should be able to jump Copper Spy out of the system into your construction point today. Well, today. Before we end the stream. With the T9 taking 700 plus tons of cargo, I didn't assign anything to a buy order that's really crazy, because what we're going to have to do essentially with some of that steel and stuff is just make that all the carrier takes. Speaking of which, I'm going to look at something real quick. Okay. I have to run there and soon. No worries. Life happens. We are all aware of that. Y'all should know. You've hung around with me, with Chester and everything for long enough. There's Trailblazer Wish. So I have no idea where I'm going. Hopefully somewhere in the first description. Well, I mean, part of the fun of exploration is, in a way, not knowing where you're going. But what part of the map, galaxy, whatever you want to call it, are you heading out into? There we go. So, yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. Nice. Yeah, getting away from the galactic plane will help you. Going up or down some. Like recently, our most recent trip was from the bubble to Colonia to basically Sajay and then right back down the middle right here. First footfalls are nice. You feel good when you get one because you know that's some good money. And it's just cool to be the first person, you know, to see whatever's on that planet. Alright, so we need 2 water purifiers. And we need 5 fruit and vegetables, okay. 502 food cartridges. Whoops. Frontier, please just let us type numbers. And I guess I'll take computer components for the rest of it, because that'll get us close. Elite does isolation really well, and that feeling of being the first to discover something follows on really nicely from that. so slow. Oh, we get to give you guys a little treat on stream today, too, actually, now that I think about it. Those of you that have never experienced a carrier jump first person, because I do not plan on flying my Type 9, that 100 and something light years, to his system. And I need to load up the other 3 ships that are... It should be 2. The Mandalay should be on board Copper Spot. I need to have the Corsair and the Corvette sent here. The Corvette could cost a pretty penny, though. It's never cheap to move that ship around. Head to Walmart, get back to home. Have fun while it's day, don't let the Walmartians bite. Chester, my guy, are you okay over there? I would work on the really big ticket nonsense well today. Because I simply cannot. I mean, what I will do is once I have stuff moved, I will set the Copper Spot up to take the max amount it can of something like steel, but I can't move but about 20,000 tons of it at once. So, you know. I'm handling everything else that was pretty small right now. We'll take a look in a second. Yeah, Derek, we are, well, I'm American, obviously. Well, today is too.
This carrier respects considerate pilots. Fly safely, Commander.
That's the fun thing about Elite, though, is we get commanders from all over the place, and I love it.
Clearance granted. Move directly to your allocated path. You're clear for automated approach.
You know,
Please sit back and relax.
2 Liquidox, that's a good one, yeah. I'm going to try landing this thing. With this, new setup. I feel like I can do this. 07, sir. So down we go. Better. Much better. That's almost like my old landings.
Class engaged. Welcome, Commander.
But he's not got a lot else to move. Not at all. Alright, let me get the other two ships on the way here. Because I don't like having ships not here. I haven't been able to move her. Yeah, Trailblazers is new. It's the newest update. Right, they're on their way. Oh, so you're not active. All right. And it's essentially the colonization stuff.
Ship has released. You are clear to leave.
So I'm currently helping, obviously, well today, try to get his first station up and running because it's on a time limit. The others aren't. And he's chosen to build a big boy. So, but yeah, it's essentially the colonization, building ground facilities. It is working more or less as intended now. We had some issues starting off with some people cheating, and the economy is also collapsing due to high demand of certain materials. It is still a little grindy because FDev. But I'll pull up my system here in a minute and kind of show you what I've done at a casual pace, and then Monsieur Green has been working like a madman and has got some really good progress going on his own as well. There are a few more updates coming this year, yes, and really interesting looking ones, we think. A couple more ships. The overhaul to squadrons, which they're calling Vanguards, which a lot of people, myself included, really hope that they do something significant there, because as it stands, squadrons are just a list of people on a screen. And there's potential for them to be, so much more. Maybe do some resource module sharing, set up missions or goals that have payouts, things like that. As kind of some of the stuff they've teased, also stuff we're really hoping they do. And nobody really knows what else they have up their sleeve. Somebody asked me to speculate the other day, and I got nothing, because colonization was always my big speculation, and now colonization exists, so that's a pretty shot right there. The potential's there for tons. I don't know what they're, the Thargoid War wrapped up, but nobody, I think, feels like it's really done and dusted. It just doesn't feel like it. Thank you. We would love more fleshed out planets. We really would. Actual atmospheric landings has been a dream for quite a long time. I don't know when we'll ever get there, but hopefully. My girlfriend has placed a jar full of candy and things on my desk. Maybe not the best thing in the world, but oh well. Ooh, is this a shortbread? Pardon my eating on stream, but I need a snack, and this looks good. Alright. First off, let's get these computer components out of the way. 159 of them. That's done. Semiconductors we can take. Good, well, we can take all of them. Semiconductors. Semis is 440. And we'll start taking the superconductors, which is 684. Alright, cool. So where are you from, Denmark? The name's probably a giveaway. Let's see. We need to target back to copper spot. That is crazy good. With that, 2000. Oh no, I just that's where are you from? Oh, good. We're out of mass lock. Off we go. I normally run a couple of voice packs, HCS voice packs, in voice tech, but I don't have them on right now because I'm trying to force myself to get good with these new flight sticks, so I don't feel like leaning on the crutch of voice tech would be very helpful to me right now. I miss their entertaining babble and then gives away. I thought so. I don't miss the entertaining babble and stuff, especially when Vasca decides to play crosswords, but I need to make myself get good with these sticks, basically. So get offloaded at copper spot. I need to delete some screenshots. I can definitely see that. I'm very used to ATC and flight sim myself. If you can work out a happy medium, Copilot and the HCS voice packs can be really good because you'll get your kind of background noise that you're used to, but especially voice packs like Vasco will, you know, they're directly integrated to the running of the ship, and they will oftentimes have something to say about what's going on. I've had Vasco sing Queen at me before.
Greetings, Commander.
Which is hilarious because he's voiced by Brian Blessed, so.
Clearance granted. Move directly to your allocated path. Docking request confirmed. Assisted approach is underway.
Hey, babe. Oh, wait, short one. What was this? Was this from his flatbread or shortbreads?
That was something that one of my kids gave.
Was it from that box? It was really good. It was chocolate one?
Yeah, it's the double.
Ah, no wonder you didn't want to.
What? No, it's not that I didn't want to save it for you.
Thank you. Whoop. Alright, so let's get docked here, and I need to, like I said, clean up some screenshots.
Almost safe landing. Clamps engaged. Welcome, Commander.
There we go. There's no stuff for the, oh, see. I can, turn Vasco on real quick. I don't know if he'll work, but... $527 superconductors, and then we'll just start in on the insulating membranes. $527. Help me remember that, chat.
Landing clamps disengaged. Departure authorized.
There we go. Thank you, sir. Even my short-term memory thinks that's right, so we'll be okay. Oh, good. Their orbits have moved enough that I don't have to clear that planet anymore. I'll take the blame as them. I'm pretty sure we're correct. Hopefully the two of us can remember three numbers for that long. I hope. So having these Trailblazer ships is a real blessing. I was confused. That rule would also apply here as well. Gotta be careful of that thumb switch or that pinky switch. Oh, Type 9, you turn like a pig. Yeah, that's also generally true. It's usually she's right, then the dog is right, and then me. Man, I really wish we'd managed to get one of these orbital slots right here with some of these carriers. The aggravating thing is a bunch of these carriers aren't even active. Kickstand this gravity well real quick. The traffic is that everybody wants to be... A lot of people are doing what we're doing. They're loading up their fleet carriers from these colonization ships. And these guys got parked real close to the colony ship, unlike us. I mean, we're not too far away, but I would prefer to be in orbit around this planet like them and have a, very short jump distance. I mean, what we've got's not bad. But it's still an awful lot of traffic in this system. I've seen much, much crazier, though. When the Thargoid War was wrapping up, I mean, systems were stuffed to the absolute gills. I would definitely... colonies before carriers. Carriers have got the upkeep cost. And they're not cheap. I think Copper Spot costs... Copper Spot costs $27 million to keep running every week. So. I just forgot what. That's okay. I can see it in her management menu. I thought. Oh lordy, we forgot already. Yeah, better ships help. Why did I delete that? Hold on. Ew, why did I delete that? Well, balls. Now I can't remember what it was we needed. Good job, bot. I really do need to figure that out, actually. Total inventory value is 32,000. Yeah, we got the number down. We got the number down. There it was. It was superconductors. Oh, this thing has heat sinks on. That's right. I put doubles on it. This is the real grindy part of colonization. It's just the moving materials. Every time I click back into the window, it's fine. Heat sinks are cheap. We'll check if there's a little space. Yeah, I've got somebody that wants what's in my cargo right now. I haven't dealt with a pirate in a while. Yeah, Type 9, so. This is not going to be an easy escape. In fact, I'm not even going to bother. Good Lord. That guy was serious. Oh yeah, that's the thing. Alright, dude, drop in here and see what happens to you.
This carrier respects considerate pilots. Fly safely, Commander.
That's how I used to do a lot of bounty hunting, actually.
Access granted. Please follow standard docking procedure, Commander. Docking request confirmed. Assisted approach is underway.
You can either fight those with that minigame, or you can try to get out of them. I mean, or you can submit like I did. Well, he's a Fed gunship. No wonder he was doing so much damage. This guy, if he attacks me now, is going to get annihilated. Yeah, it looks like he made the smart decision there. I kind of wanted him. Yeah, exactly, Denmark. I kind of wanted him to do it because the fleet carriers carry some pretty good firepower. But No, he left. I see his high wake right there. It has to be him. Shame. It's always amusing when the AI decides to get super suicidal, isn't it? The most memorable thing I've seen in games, scenery-wise. Oh, that's a good one. Because I have been to Beagle Point and back. Let me switch this over to display capture real quick. Let me see what this does real quick. I thought I had made an album out of this. Here, this would be a good one. We'll zoom in a little bit. I'll turn off the camera for just a minute. Thor's Eye is a pretty good one. Attenborough's Watch was cool. Ah, here we start to get the weird stuff. This is one of my favorites. This is hands down one of my favorite screenshots ever that I've taken in this game.
No, it does not. It does not ever.
That's that's some of the crazier stuff I've seen. Oh, Lagrange clouds can get bonkers. Alright, full load of insulating membranes.
Chip released. Please watch for traffic during departure.
Yeah, that's some of my favorites. The only other thing I've seen that's been a little crazier is the Annihilator is crazy. Multiple black holes in the system. Sagittarius A is up there because that's the supermassive black hole at the center of the galaxy. And then I've lost my screenshots from Beagle Point somehow, which is sad because Beagle Point is insanity. Like Beagle Point is just it is unreal when you're out there. I actually have a tendency when I'm not basing off my character to land, like when I log off to land in craters. Always overcast in Denmark. You just can't see much at night where I live because the light pollution from the city is just too bad. I think we got enough time to fulfill the insulating membrane order. I don't know about the rest of it though, because I'm going to be wrapping up in an hour. And we do need to jump the carrier so he can unload it. I would love to move, but then we would move to somewhere with crappy internet, and that's a non-starter for both of us. But I used to do a lot of hiking and camping when I was a smaller, skinnier man, and there is nothing like a night sky just out in the middle of nowhere. I think I'll be landing myself. Thank you, game. So it is once in a while, in some sense, just to amen to that. I should go wake up and make some coffee. Good man, good man. Okay. Insulating membranes. Yeah. 1467. All right. Time for maybe one more run after this, it looks like. So, while we head for the copper spot here to make this last cargo run, I kind of want to talk a little bit. We've been going for 3 hours now. I'm going to talk about my first impressions, kind of these sticks that you see. So these, again, these are the Solar 2 Hosas from Thrustmaster. They're new. They are a dual stick setup, obviously. They're using Hall effect technology. They have got a absolute plethora of buttons. You're ended up with 44 buttons here. What I like is, like, so far, like, just the setup of them was easy. Like, the sticks, they screw in, they're ambidextrous, you can switch them. There's left and right toggles in the bottom of the hardware, which is really nice. They're solid too, man. They are solid. They've got good weight. Like, I'm having to work to tip this thing up right here, and I haven't even put the bases on them, like the brackets they put with it, because I haven't really needed them. Love the feel of the buttons. Like I this right here, like, this is so satisfying. If you can see me, I'll turn it a little bit. Like, just pressing that to get to my side menus, it's so satisfying. Y'all didn't even know. Like, it just feels good. They really changed the way I've been flying, too, because I've been used to a throttle, you know, a regular HODA setup, and, like, so having pitch, roll, and yaw on the right stick, that's nothing new. But having throttle forward, backwards, and up and down thrust, and left and right thrust on the left hand is actually really, really neat. Not so much in the Type 9, because it's a pig, but the couple more nimble ships I flew today, even the Corvette while dogfighting, like, big difference in how I'm able to maneuver in my fights, and even just landing, like having all that maneuverability that's not on a little teeny tiny thumb nub or a hat switch, it really makes a big difference. I'm really looking forward to Star Citizen with these, but you know, just in Elite, it's fantastic. I am a big fan of just the triggers too. We've got a dual trigger right here. This one can be flipped in and out. 1, 2, you'll see that I just initiated a coolant purge with it by accident. And then this one right here, the main one is a dual stage. I have one on each stick, so having my primary on my right for my lasers and my secondary for my chain guns on my left with the Corvette was really, really nice. Like, I'm no more reaching awkwardly for another button, like up here, like having to cock my arm weird. Just nope, it's right there. And having enough buttons available to have fighter commands on 17, 16, 18, and 19 right here, like telling my fighter pilot what to do without having to look down at that menu in the middle of a dogfight is really, really useful. The one thing I'm really liking too is that there's no drift at all whatsoever. Like, they're accurate, even the littlest movements, like, it's getting them. Just really short little
This carrier expects considerate pilots.
jerks of my hand or big deliberate movements. They're all translating the way I want them to. For those that are wondering, it's these rests. They're comfortable. They're interchangeable wrist rests and thumb rests. There's stability supports for the base, like I said. Like, it is a very, very comfortable piece of hardware. You've got a scroll wheel right here. You see me scrolling through different groups with it. Just no more having to reach down for a toggle switch or the keyboard. I'm like, let's just go through the process of landing. So just tap that. That feels great. Flick that switch over on the hat, pull the trigger, press the button, bam. We've got docking. I am not going to auto dock. And we're just going to twist, come on down, forward with the throttle, and you can see just how natural that is right there. Watch the sweet spot. Watch the bar as I move it. That's super precise. Every little movement is getting translated. It's really, really nice. And couple that with the fact that I have pitch, roll, yaw, left and right. Like, you have a unprecedented amount of 6 degrees of freedom control over the ship. More so than I've felt even with my X56, which is a great stick, but this is a whole different ballgame. The stick and stick thing, a whole different ballgame. Alright, let's bring her in for a landing here, and just bam, let off the throttle. Oh, I need to go left? Okay. I need to go right? Okay. And I need to go down? Okay. Down and left?
You're clear for
Easy.
automated approach. Please sit back and relax, Commander.
So, really, really digging these sticks.
Contact
I
confirmed. Clear to disembark. Our services are
love the way
available
they
for you,
feel. I love the
Commander.
way they look. They were easy to set up. I love the actual, like, functionality of using the buttons. It is just great. There we We gotta go back for one more load of these, but... So... Go ahead and refuel. Boom, boom, done. Nice and clicky. Auto launch. Nope, not gonna auto launch. I'm instead just gonna
Ship has released. Please watch for
forward
traffic
twist.
during
We are
departure.
off. Yeah, it's been very nice. Next thing I want to test is, flight assist, but just really enjoying the feel of it and how it has changed the way I'm looking at this game. There's Trailblazer Wish. Also having the boost button down on the little pinky toggle is fantastic. Like, little button out of the way, but in a spot where I can get to it friggin' all the time, which is great because I use it like way too much. I'm constantly banging on the boost button.
Speed restrictions have been lifted.
And off we go. Even in Super Cruise. I enjoy the fact that like I said, it's Hall effect, guys, so I enjoy the fact that there's not really any stupid drift. The stick centers up and it stays there. Which I am a big fan of. I have a Nintendo Switch. I got real sick of Joy-Con drift, so to know that these things aren't going to be drifting on me is good. Alright, let's get rolled back around to our destination and wrap up our last delivery before we sign off. Well, get the carrier ready to go, that is, but yeah, really loving them. Big thanks to Thrustmaster for the sticks. They are everything that I could have hoped for. And I'm going to be using them for quite a long time to come. There we go. Trailblazer Wish. Yeah, it's just more like the flight assist off is the next thing I want to really test, but I've not been real willing to do it with a freaking T9. But it's also right there on the thumb, on the pinky button on my right hand, like right down here. I realized I haven't even bound all the buttons on this stick. Yeah, what I'm thinking I might do is I might take, this one right here. Actually, I have a couple hat switches up here that aren't bound, and I could do 25, 50, 75, and 100 up there pretty easily. I might also work with some of their other things. I've got some of the other buttons. Also, I haven't really used the slide throttles in the bottom of these things for anything, because I've got 2 slide throttles over here. So that may be potentially. I gotta say though, like I freaking love these little rubber buttons to access the side panels. Feel so good. It's kind of obnoxious, like how much I love them. I need to play around with a couple more things. You can program macros into these things. Yeah, HCS is not functional right now because this is a whole new set of bindings. and a whole new, like, I'm trying to force myself to learn to fly like this. Like, so I've kind of taken the HCS automation, even the little stuff, off the table for myself for a little while. But quite aside from that, you know how it can be to have to bind everything, and this is an entirely new set of joystick bindings on top of that. So, oh, voice attack. And I'm not going anywhere for a few minutes. I'm just kind of getting some things out of the way. Yeah, we'll be signing off in 45 minutes. But we're going to need to get Copper Spot on the way here soon because a carrier jump takes a specific amount of time. And I want Copper Spot to be in Today's system so he can go ahead and unload it. You know, one thing that's interesting, and I may try it at some point, is these sticks come as a pair or as a single, and they are compatible with the rest of Thrustmaster stuff, so I could potentially use the stick and my old Warthog throttle. I don't think I'm going to, but it's something I could conceivably do. $756 is too many, but I can't remember how many it needs, and I can always use the rest at my own base. Could we please go up? Ugh, that's annoying. Why are we taping? That comms panel's not properly. That should be. Something else to look at. Alright, so there we go. going to try that idea with the, those are the fighter orders is what those are. Oh, I don't need that, no. Alright, well, the ships are here. Interesting. We'll have to play with that in normal space in a second. Alright. So we're going to jump Copper Spot to HIP 32125. That way it will be available for unloading either by Well Today or by me. One thing I am not doing well on is loop of shames today. But they happen. Okay. And there we go. Let's go ahead and get landed. What? Why? Did I misread that, chat? Am I losing my mind? Okay, System Authority, will get away from me then, please. You're keeping me from jumping with your fat butt. Thank you. That's more like it.
We welcome your business as a carrier, Commander. Please enjoy your stay with us.
Did I set those? I did. Let's fix that real quick. Oh yeah, I did set those backwards. Oh wait, no, that needs to be 25, 50, 75.
Access granted. Please follow standard docking procedure, Commander.
Still no perspective. Yeah, maybe try east on the map. How close are the stars in your area? Are you using, have you switched down to economical route, or are you using, still using fastest?
Docking request confirmed. Assisted approach is underway.
Alright, so... Going fastest. If the stars are close together, set it to economical. Because then you'll be potentially hitting stars that other people have skipped over because of using fastest route, basically. It's more useful closer in to the center of the galaxy, where stars are much denser, but it's also something you can use. Anywhere.
Contact confirmed. Commence shutdown. Our services are available for use, Commander.
No gravity. Magnetic contact active.
Alright, let's get the cover spot on her way. Alright, jumping at 17. While we do that, I want to have a look at my own system. Alright, so we've got 2 construction points still ongoing here. One is this thing, which I could finish up pretty quickly. This is my holdup right here. And I need to build some ground facilities, which means I don't actually want to be... I don't actually want to do that from here. So we've got... no ports or... surface settlements except for this one. So that's a research settlement. Then we've got this one, which is a regular outpost. And we've got Wafer Sanctuary, which is also just another point of interest. So I'm looking forward to having that other one finished, but so right now this system is high tech. "13 minutes on the jump." Interesting. If some of y'all have never seen a carrier jump from first person from the command deck, you're in for quite a treat. We'll come back up here when the ship starts to lock down. Love the elevator music. Do we sell any ships here that I don't own? I actually don't think I own a Mark III or Mark IV Viper. I need to fix that to finish my ship collection.
You could make a fortune now.
I don't know. Did I set you up to even do
Got something you
anything?
need to offload? You name it, I got it.
Yeah, I never actually set him up.
Whatever you need to sell, I can handle it.
Oh, he does buy a couple things. Okay.
Oh, please do feel free to waste my time. No matter what I do.
And I've not made Pioneer supplies available on this ship, or the black market, because I really feel like there's no point. Oh, they've changed the rewards on this. 77 jumps away is not going to be done today. No, sir. Ten minutes on the jump. Wonder why they added the C-rated scanner. People complaining about power draw? I don't think I can pay that on the ship, on the carrier. Because I don't have a factor. Lockdown protocols active. Let me turn the game volume up a little bit. There we go. Browse down that for a minute. Alright, nothing particularly interesting there. What else? Alright, there we go. That should be all the carrier management I need to mess with for the week. Might have to jump her around a couple more times, but it's fine. Close this down. Almost time to jump.
Services are offline. Network suspended.
Probably just land at the first bayou fine for now. Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Attention. Carrier is now under pre-flight lockdown. All services have been suspended. retracted. Hangar bay secure.
I do love this jump sequence.
Cargo bays are secure. All scheduled work has been postponed until jump is complete. Attention all personnel. Frameship drive has been engaged.
Here we go.
Attention. Counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And there we go. That is one of my favorite things. Fleet carrier jumpsuit. Awesome. Alright. Well, I'll just about wrap us up for the day, guys. Thank you for everybody for hanging out. Thank you to Thrustmaster for sponsoring. Thank you for the awesome new hardware. We'll be back on Sunday with some more Elite and some Star Citizen, because I really want to see what these are like in Star Citizen. If you guys are interested in these stakes, and you should definitely give them a look if you're thinking about it, doing HOTAS or HOSAS, because they do offer single and double. Here is a linky link for you, straight to Amazon. These things are brand new, so if you're interested in them, certainly give them a look. And that'll do it for me today, guys. Thanks for hanging out, Commanders 07. I'm done, but I will see you guys on Sunday. Fly safe.